Hi, Melody. Good morning, good morning. I know a lot of you will be watching this later on. I know it's a little earlier than we usually get moving, but I just really wanted to do a live this week. This was the only time that worked for our busy family. So if you're here and able to join at this time, wonderful. And if you're taking this a little bit later in the day, welcome and enjoy. We just have a couple minutes. We don't need any props or anything, just you and your mat today. Yes. Hi, Noreen. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I was just saying it's a little earlier than we usually do our lives, but it's just a busy time, and it's hard to find space in our family schedule to allow for live classes. So I gotta take whatever I can get and whatever works. So no props. Good morning. Just your mat, and we'll get started right on time, which is in about 2 minutes. For those of you who are members, subscription members, our next live class is March 13th at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that's live through the website just as it was last month. And I'm filming tomorrow, so I've got a bunch of new classes coming, one class fully seated. So for those days where you feel a little less mobile or you can't really just do the whole thing, you can take a class that's completely seated and it'll still get you all that work that you're looking for, and then a little bit more yoga and bar inspired content as well, because I've had some requests for those. Good morning. All right, so we're about a minute or so from starting, and I just want to say a little bit about the express class, which is about a 30-minute class, which is what I believe really is like all you need to get your body feeling good every day. I really truly believe it's not how long you're moving, but it's how you're moving and what you're doing within that time. So if you're getting, all of your global muscles involved, you're working intrinsically on top of that, you've got strengthening components, lengthening components, balance components, you're getting a full body workout, you're tapping into everything you need to, and 30 minutes is more than enough time for that level of activity. So for those who kind of get caught up in the mindset of maybe I'm not doing enough, it's again, not how much or how long you're moving, but how you're moving and what you're doing with your body, and if you're focusing on the right principles, which is always, of course, balance and control throughout your movements, right? Good morning, good morning. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We are on a schedule. We're gonna start in a lunge position. So come towards the center of your mat and bring your left foot forward. Square your hips to the front, stacking your shoulders over your hips. And just relax your shoulders back and down. And I kind of like to shift weight back and forth here, lengthening through the back of my leg, feeling a stretch behind the knee and through the calf. You can hold in stillness here and just focus on releasing that right hip. This is a stretch, so find some space there. Inhale, reach your arms up, keep your ribs and draw your shoulders down, and then bend your elbows, palms face forward. Try to take a tiny back bend here. Pull your belly in to help you balance. Good, and then inhale, bring it right back up overhead. Exhale as you bring your hands down in front of your chest. And we're gonna start moving with a full range lunge. So we're gonna drop that back knee down and come all the way up. I lost my words there for a second. Maybe I haven't had enough coffee yet. One of those mornings, like get everyone dressed and fed and out of the way. Good, so straight down and up, pressing firmly into your front foot. Notice if you pitch forward here in your lunge, you wanna keep your spine nice and straight, nice and tall. Go for 4, press those palms together, lift your elbows. 3, here's 2. Good, last one. Now we're gonna shift the weight forward slightly and see if we can come up to a balance off that back leg, and then we come right back down into the lunge. So take your time here. It's lift and lower back down. Good, for 5, and we keep a tiny bend in that standing leg. the entire time so that we're really working that stabilizing leg. 3. Good. Here's 2. Nice, you guys. Last one. Hold that balance there. See if you can draw the belly in and bring your knee up in line with your hip, finding a standing balance. And then just right back to that extended leg. Exhale and pull. Stack shoulders over hips. Good, and then inhale, take it back with control. Exhale and lift. Knee in line with the hip. Inhale, lengthen long. Go for 3. And inhale, reach. Good. 2. Nice. Last one here. Pull and release your leg. Good. Step your left leg back. Square your hips. Sink nice and low into your lunge. Let me just make sure we're still here. There we go. Nice and low into your lunge. And take that stretch here. So hips are square. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Back leg is long. And again, I kind of like to rock my weight back and forth, getting just a deeper stretch through that back leg. And anytime we're in a lunge position and we're challenging our balance or finding a flow in this position, know that wobbling, falling out of it, coming right back in, that's all acceptable, right? Your body is working from a different place every day. So you may have nailed that flow on one side, but maybe not so much on the other. Or you may have gotten it the other day, but today you're just a little off, and that's okay. We rock it back and forth. Good. Now, bring those arms up, draw the shoulders down. Exhale as you tiny back bend, stretch across the chest. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring your hands back in front of your chest. Take that full range lunge here, taking it down and up. Good, so back. Hello, are we here? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, we lost connection. All right, we're just gonna move right through. I have no idea where we left off, so we're just gonna come to our plank and hold. And I'm so sorry about that. Of course, like every time you get to a live class, something is bound to go wrong. So here we are in plank, right? Notice if your hips are dipping, your shoulders are sinking. You wanna lift your hips up in line with your shoulders, tuck your tailbone under. Modifications, you can always come to the tops of your thighs or even your forearms if you need that, if you have sensitive wrists. Good, we're gonna lift the right foot up off the floor. Draw the right knee in towards the chest. Hug your heel in super close towards your glutes, and then just swivel your knee like a pendulum back and forth, trying to keep your thigh as close to your chest as you can for 8, 7, 6, breathing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your right foot back, press your hips back, pause here in your pike position. Big inhale, full exhale. Good, shift it back to your plank, draw your left knee in, hug your heel in tight and swivel side to side. Keep your hips nice and stable. Pick your chin up off your chest, go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your foot back, hold in your plank for 5. Yes, you can. 4, 3, 2, and knees come wide to the edge of the mat. Sink your hips back, take a big breath in, and a full breath out. Awesome work. We're gonna roll it up. Send yourself profile on your mat. So turning to the side. Left leg is gonna be in front, left shin parallel to the edge of the mat. Now your right knee is gonna be, depending on how flexible you are in your hips right now. So some of you may be able to get your knee back here in line with your hip and keep your hips and your shoulders square. Some of us may need to bring the knee up a little bit closer, and that's fine. What you're looking for is to be able to keep your hips and your shoulders nice and stacked and nice and square. We're gonna work on some hip mobility and oblique work here. So we wanna stay rooted through that front leg, bring the hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Take a big breath in. Exhale as you just hinge forward from your hips. So you have long spine all the way down. And then exhale, pull the core in. Use your core to help lift you back up. So inhale, we come straight down. Knees are anchored to the floor, right? Exhale, we lift in and up from the navel. Good, keep the chin up off the chest. Neck stays long. Exhale and lift. This is some hip mobility and just some thoracic mobility and control as well. Go for 3. If you sit a lot in your daily life, this is a great exercise to do regularly. Last one here. Good, and now we'll get into some oblique work. So we're gonna bring our hands in front of our chest, lift the elbows, shift your weight over to the left side. Now, if you need a modification for stability, go ahead and drop your forearm down. Otherwise, you're up here, it's gonna be more of a core challenge. Lift your back leg up. That's where it gets tricky, right? We tap our toes in front. So we swing our leg in front, and then we swing our leg back to a hover. So we're kind of just swinging our leg around. It's Pilates. Right, so this work right here is really forcing our obliques to hold us up so that we don't collapse. Now, if you're on your forearm, it looks like this, right? Your foot can't come as far over, and that's okay. And your thoracic spine isn't as mobile, but that's okay. You're still working your top oblique a lot here, which is totally fine. Okay, talking too much. Go for 4. And 3. Nice, you guys. 2. Hold it back. Now, everyone come down to that forearm right underneath your shoulder. Send your knee back in line with your hip. Keep it up nice and high. Extend from the knee and bend. Extend from the knee and bend. So we're lifted here in our side body. Our shoulders are stacked. Notice if you're rounding forward, open up. Try to keep your leg up nice and high. Press firmly through your front leg. Extend, squeeze the glutes, and bend. Good, for 3 and 2. Good, last one, hold it long, circle forward and around. I know, it's like suddenly that leg is so heavy. And the reason it feels that way is 1, because it is, and 2, because you're really asking the most out of your obliques here. This is what is holding the weight of that leg up, that and your glutes, right? Because you're squeezing, circle back here. Reverse that circle, you've got this. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it long, little lifts, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let that heavy leg go. Good, we're gonna bring our bottom leg, our left leg, back so that it's in line with the hip, and send that top leg forward, coming into a side plank variation. Go ahead and send your right arm up over your shoulder. Good, and we're gonna lift the hips and hover. Lift the hips and hover. Good, so press firmly through your forearm. You guys keep moving. I'm making sure my phone isn't being funny again. Weird things happening today. There we go. Good, so we're lifting, hold here. Send your right arm nice and long. Lift your top leg up. We pull in and reach long. Pull in and reach long. If that's too much, you drop your hips. You work from here, really trying to cinch your upper waist here on that top side. Go for 4. Nice. 3. You got it. 2. Last one. Hold everything up. Little lifts here with that leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. All right, we're gonna press ourselves up and swing it all the way around. And hit the other side. So this time that right shin comes parallel, and that left knee, again, either in line with that hip, if you have a lot of flexibility in that hip, otherwise it's a little bit farther forward, and that's okay. Knees are rooted, hips and shoulders are stacked. And I'm so sorry, I don't know why this is happening. All right, last one here. Hopefully you kept moving. Let's just do one more for good measure. Good Lord with the lives. Let's bring the hands in front of the chest. You can't win it all, you know? Shift your weight over to the right, lifting that leg up, and we're gonna tap that foot in front and tap that foot behind. Good. So again, you can come down to your forearm here. You're not gonna have as much mobility, but that's fine. You're still working at those obliques. You're still looking for stability throughout the movement and a deep core contraction, right? Otherwise, you're here and you're doing great and you're smiling. Swing it forward, swing it back. Go for 3 and back. Nice. 2 and back. Last one. Hold it back. Good Lord. Okay, let's all cross our fingers for a little bit more consistency with this connection. We're gonna hold it back, right? And then from here we extend and bend. Extend and bend. So we're lifted through that side body. Roll the shoulders back, stacking the shoulders. Extend and bend. Keeping that leg up nice and high. Good. And squeeze as you extend. For 4. Nice. 3, 2. Holding it long right there. Circle forward and around. Forward and around. Keep that leg up. Good, and pull that belly in. Make sure that you're not rocking in the rest of your body. Keep yourself nice and stable. And then circle back. Reverse that circle. I'm just gonna pop up whenever I need to check my phone. You guys keep moving, okay? Circle back and around. For 4, 3, 2. Send that arm up. Little lifts here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop that heavy leg. Send that bottom leg back in line with the hip. Send your top leg up to the top corner of the mat. Hand can come behind your head or extend it, right? Lift the hips and hover. Lift and hover. Good. Draw the belly in and up. I've never had so much trouble with lives before, so I'm a little frustrated, but thank you for still being here, y'all. Go for 2. Last one, hold it up, extend that arm and leg. We drive it in and reach it long. Keep your chin up off your chest. Press the floor away. Remember, you can drop your hips here if you need to. Go for 3. Exhale, pull 2. Nice, last one. Hold it long. Little lifts here. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. All right, we're going to take it all the way onto our back right away here. Hug the knees in. Take a breath for a quick second. Extend your right leg nice and long. Bring both hands to the top of the left shin, just below the knee, above the ankle. Exhale, curl your shoulder blades up off the floor. Press your low back down. Float your right leg up. Exhale, pull. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull. And pull. And pull. Good. So keeping your... I'm gonna scream. This is horrible. Keep pulling. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're pulling. Hold your left knee in. Keep your shoulders up. Inhale, lift the right leg up for 2 and lower down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. See if you can hug your chest up a little bit higher. Press your back down a little bit more. Go for 3 and lower. Good. 2. Nice and steady. Last one. Bring that right leg back to a hover. We switch again. We pull in and switch. And switch. Try not to rock throughout the body. Good. And pull. You guys keep moving. Switch and switch. Exhale, pull. Exhale, pull. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and hold that right knee and keep your shoulders up. Inhale, lift that left leg up and bring it to a hover. Good. Lift with control and hover the floor. Go for 5. You've got it. 4. See if you can come up 1 inch higher. Last 3. Here's 2. Hug that thigh in. Last one. And awesome. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. Extend your legs up nice and long. Hands come behind your head. Exhale, curl the shoulder blades up. Inhale, lower the legs down to an angle. Exhale, circle all the way up and around. Inhale, lower, and exhale, circle. So if you need a modification here, drop your head, neck, and shoulders down on the mat and just focus on keeping your pelvis nice and steady on the mat as you find those big leg circles, right? Good. Last one here. All the way up to the top and then take it back and around. So reverse that circle. We're right here, chest is lifted, pelvis is steady. Inhale out and exhale, pull. Or you have your head, neck, and shoulders down and you're working from here. Still a ton of core work there. Go for 4 and 3. Nice. 2 and 1. Bring it all in. Take a breath. Hands stay behind the head. Bring the knees up into a tabletop position. Good. Curl the shoulder blades up off the floor. And we extend that left leg nice and long and switch right. So it's pull. So same action here. We just have our hands behind the head And again, you can drop head, neck, and shoulders and work from here, focusing on keeping the abdominals engaged and the pelvis steady. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, we add that twist. Right shoulder to left thigh. Back to center, nice and slow. Exhale, twist, and center. Exhale, twist, and center. Good, twist, and center. Go for 4, and 3, and 2, and hold it there. Now faster here, twist 8, and 7, 6, and 5. Power through 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees in, head down, rock side to side. Nice work, everybody. Good. Go ahead and rock it up to seated. Send your legs back behind you. We're going to get into a forearm plank. So we're going to drop our forearms down. Elbows underneath the shoulders or just forward of the shoulders. And then extend your legs back. Tuck your toes under. Holding here in our forearm plank, spread your fingers wide. Inhale. Exhale, pike it back to your dolphin pose. So heels are high, hips are high. Inhale, roll it forward back into your forearm plank. And exhale, pike it up. So if you need a modification, you're on your knees, just holding in your plank, or just holding in your plank on your toes if the movement is too much, right? Go for 4, pike, return. 3, 2, last one. Good. Now, settle here in your forearm plank for a challenge. Go ahead and see if you can reach your right arm forward, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, return. It's really hard. Left arm, 5, 4, 3, 2, return. Right foot lifts up, 5, 4, 3, 2, return. Left foot lifts, 5, 4, 3, 2, return. Hold in plank. You can do it. Holding 8 strong seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop your knees. Good, knees to the edge of the mat, sink your hips back, reach your hands forward. Take a big breath in. So I don't know if it's all the running back and forth from my mat to my phone, talking while I'm working out, or a combination of all of it, but my heart rate is up, and I hope yours is a little bit too. All right, take a big breath here, and a full breath out. Nice work. Go ahead and shift your weight forward. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Walk your knees underneath your hips. Inhale, arch your back and look up. Exhale, tuck, scoop, and round through your spine. Couple more cat-cows. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, tuck, scoop, and round. Good. Inhale and exhale. And again, I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties today. Back to center here. Walk your hands just a handprint in front of where they are. Tuck your toes and send your hips up and back into your down dog or pike position. And just pedal out the feet here, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Breathing, big breath in, full breath out. Find stillness in that down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high, bend your right knee, and then try to open up your right hip, keeping your shoulders square. That's gonna give you a nice stretch through the hip, nice stretch through the lower part of the obliques and the QL, so we work that a little bit today. Exhale, send your leg down. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Bend into your left knee, stack your left hip, keep your shoulders nice and square. Big breath in, full breath out. Good, lengthen through your legs, set your foot down. Once again, pedal out through your feet. Slowly walk your feet up towards your hands and just bend deeply through your knees. Let your head hang heavy here. Now for a deeper neck release and a little bit of spinal traction, you can lace your fingers, send them to the base of your skull. Hug your elbows in as you gently just apply a little bit of pressure to the base of your skull. It helps to draw the weight of your head down to the floor and allows gravity to do a little bit of the work, finding some space in between the cervical vertebrae Good, a big bend in the knees feels good. Release your arms, keep your head heavy, circle them in and circle them out. Good. Keep bending into those knees, send your hands together behind you, and then send your arms up towards the sky, stretching through your shoulders. Release your hands down towards your tailbone. Keep the fingers interlaced. Bend into your knees and inhale, slowly roll up with your hands clasped behind you. Good, and then, good Lord, send your hands to the outside of your left hip. Hug your left elbow in, take a tiny bend in your knees, and just drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. So here we have a little bit deeper of a stretch from behind the left ear all the way down the left side of the neck to the cap of the shoulder to the deltoid. Good. And then lift back up to center and switch sides. Hands come to the outside of the right hip. Hug that right elbow in. Tiny bend in your knees. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And just breathe here. Big inhale. Big exhale. What good people you are hanging with me through all my technical difficulties and Instagram hiccups today. Thank you. All right, release your hands and just give me some big arm circles all the way forward, stretching and exploring that shoulder joint. And then circle it back. Good, big breaths in and out. Bring it back to center. Big inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, press it all the way. Take one more big breath in. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, bring your hands together and just pause here in front of your chest. If you'd like to close your eyes here, this is your opportunity to just take a moment to sit with yourself, to be with yourself, to take note of how you feel, the ways that you're better in just this 25 minutes or so than when you first signed on. And just knowing that things don't always go the way you plan, things don't always go perfectly, but if you take the time to pause, take care of yourself and take care of your body, you're better able to handle all that comes at you in life. Big inhale here, full exhale. Why? I don't know. I hope people are still here. I hope you feel good. I hope you got enough out of class today. I'm so sorry it was so tricky with all of my connection issues, but next time I'll be sure to troubleshoot a little bit better ahead of time. But thank you for joining me. We'll have another Instagram live really soon without all of the technical difficulties. But happy Saturday. Love to all of you. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you next time. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, everybody.